up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Tell them run it up, no sleep. Might crash, might wreck, but first die. Stretch, tell them run it up.
Alright, yo, so I'm here in Medellin, Colombia. Et puis, bien content parce que je suis content avec un autre haïtien pour ici. Now, a lot of people don't know that there's actually some Haitians out here, man. You feel me? So, man, Dimunio, man. What's your name?
Non, moi, Christian.
Okay. Et puis, Dimunio, pour quelle raison vous venez jusqu'à Colombia?
Pas de problème, voyager n'importe quel moment. Le problème, c'est que Haïti, c'est voyager dans le pays.
Ah, ok.
Moi, je viens ici pour m'acheter un document. Moi, j'ai acheté les 4 jours de ça. Et non, les Samuel, c'est ça. Les vraiment doucement.
On Doberman?
Yeah, Doberman Pinscher.
Ah.
Yeah. He's a puppy, you know.
Okay, mais tu es nasty chien, boy, ici?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So tell the people, man, like, what are some of the things that you really like about it, you know?
The food is amazing. Dental work is pretty good.
Yeah.
People are very friendly. It's like being in Haiti, but better infrastructures. People are not harassing you as much. You don't have to worry about getting robbed. Depends on where you go. I mean, robbery happens everywhere. Besides the food, medicine, I'm trying to open a few businesses out here. I might get a few Airbnbs. What else? And it's nice. I mean, I feel I'm in Haiti, except everybody speaks Spanish, which I'm trying to learn Spanish. I'm very moderate at it, but I want to be more advanced. And just they appreciate seeing another black man international. You're not harassed. Like everybody's one, so nobody's trying to tell you, oh, look at you, you're a black guy. What are you doing here? Everybody loves you for who you are. As a matter of fact, they love pulling my hair, and I have to tell them, you have to ask for permission first. You don't see me just pulling your hair like that.
Yeah.
So once you talk to them, they're very friendly. They apologize, and it's very family oriented. So Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, if you trying to date somebody, you will not catch them outside. They will usually spend time with their families, or better yet, they're just doing a lot of family activities and stuff. Yeah. And plus, they have everything that's in the States here, you know, except it's just different pricing. Plus, you get to meet cool people all over the world and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's also nice to see another Haitian international.
One thing I noticed about being here is that people walk up to me and they will touch my skin and be like, oh my gosh, your skin is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Where you from? You know, I tell them, you know what I'm saying? Haitiano, go, every day Haiti?
Yeah, I got called Haitiano Bronzer. I'm like, what do you mean bronzer? Like the color of my skin, bronze. That's what they call it. Yeah, they don't call you negro. For them is the color black. They actually call you for your pigmentation.
How you look.
How you look. Yeah, if they see a white person, they'll probably call them rojas or pink. You know, so when they see Chinese, they'll probably call them yellow. I'm not too sure, but yeah, it's really good. And the language, the Spanish, as long as they speak it slow, it's easy to understand. And the food is amazing. Like, and you are going to eat on a budget. So if your budget is $12 to $24 a day, it's achievable. So, and it's not expensive. Yeah, shit. Yeah. Et puis, you get bon soup. You get un soup qui semble à soupe jaune.
Avec soupe jaune.
You get
bon pèse, you get bagage comme ça.
Ziri avec sauce pois. You get my moulin. I don't like my moulin though. You know, but it's good, you know. And they have a beautiful art museum here. And, you know, it's underappreciated though, but it's real nice. But besides that, everybody else is friendly, nice. You know, and they actually look out for you, especially if you're black, international. They love you more than the actual white guys. You know.
Explique mucho, man.
Yeah. I say Lord Noir. I'll say it in English also. When you black walking out here, you ain't gotta worry about police harassing you. They look at you like, oh, amigo. You're also, you know, they'll leave you alone. But if you black in the state, you walking around, they think you're gonna rob somebody. You're walking around in a rich neighborhood. I'm walking around in a rich neighborhood with my they're not bothering me. They're like very appreciative of me, and they want to know where I'm from. You know, why is my hair the way it is? Why is it so nice? And you know, they can't really tell based on my accent, but I always know I'm a soul. You know. So. Ici, il y a toujours, vous pouvez exemple, l'autre marché ici, sur en Amérique, l'autre marché, on toujours les questions aux police, toujours les arrêter, soit sur les motos qui soient faits dans le quartier riche. Ici, dans le quartier riche, on va en New York, they actually them on. You're based on Poto sorti qui l'ont parlé, Jean Chevalier, tout ça, but les belles voici.
Man. Et puis après ça, boss. So, what would you tell Haitians, you feel me, that are afraid to travel? Parce que yo dit, oh, you know, man, this is a bad country, you know, man, baga comme ça, and they're just afraid of everything.
Stop listening to the urban myth. Go travel yourself, see it yourself. You never know, you might find your future wife or boyfriend or husband. Yeah. So,
or, you know, like a business
yeah.
partner.
And I did a lot of networking out here, and I'm soon to invest. So pretty soon you guys might see me. You know, so I'm up and rising. Yeah. So it's worth it. Yeah.
For me, I would like to bring Haitian food out here.
You'll dominate the market. Cause to be honest with you, the Chinese, the sushi is selling. You know, so whether it's sushi or Chinese food or Korean food, they all out here. There's a lot of restaurants out here that are like from the States. Like we have Sweet George's, which is like American gourmet food down south. That is. We have another spot. Yeah, it's good. It's actually good. You know, they have candy yam, collard greens, chicken and waffles, oxtail too. So if you guys love oxtail, come down. There's another place called Brooklyn, and they cater more towards barbecue style. And if you like that sweet, that slow cooked brisket, they have it here. And the burgers here, it's actually American made style, but better yet, you know, you can taste the ingredient of the Cubs diet, so you don't have to worry about if you're gonna get bloated. I lost 10 pounds being out here. I've only been out here for 2 weeks, so you know, it's not bad. So I'm losing 5 pounds a week.
That's one thing I noticed too, is that I can eat a lot of food here.
No way.
I'm still losing weight.
And this is one of my good friends. He has a Belgian, very well trained.
How you doing, boss?
What's up, man? I'm being interviewed right now.
I'm sorry.
You're good. Yeah.
What's the banjo?
Second floor. You can't miss it.
Right. It's upstairs.
Yeah. And another great thing too I like about it here, like I said, they're not racist. They pretty much, if you're an asshole, you're an asshole, regardless of your skin color or wherever you're from. So they respect you for who you are as a person. And it reminds me of when I was a kid in Haiti growing up. Like, you know, you literally, if you give somebody an errand to run, you give them let's say you give them $20 or $200, they'll bring you exact change back. Like, you know, I miss them days. You know, nowadays you give somebody $20 in the state, they'll tell you they spent the whole $20 even though the thing was $5.
You want to know something? Like the other day, I was at a store and I dropped like a bunch of money on the floor, right? And 2 people came up to me and just gave everything back to me. Said,
And when you try to give them some of the money, they look at you like, no, I'm good. And another thing too I love out here is that they respect the senior citizens, and the handicap is not a thing out here. Everybody's trying. I saw one guy with literally 1 leg and 2 crunches. He ran up a stiff ass hill, and I was struggling to keep up with him.
Right.
You know, so they strong people. You know, they're very prideful. Like regardless what kind of job they're doing, they take a lot of pride.
Exactly. And I appreciate that.
And I love it. Ok, se ba ki ba ou bo isi, sou achete an kay, la plan 40 chou, an wou achete kan lan, ye suppose konen kote l'arjan soti, ki joun l'arjan, pou ki rezon achete kan lan, eske l'arjan se l'arjan lan doyen, epi lò fin achete kan lan, sou devize ou van kay lan, l'arjan suppose rete an Colombia, so se ou van kay an kan lan pou 250 milyon, 250 milyon suppose rete bo isi, men ou ka batit ban lòk moun, but l'arjan wak a jam kite an peyan, so anyway, ils travaillent bien parce que l'économie va tomber. So tout le monde va ici par des mortgage, tout le monde va ici acheter machine cash, regardless if it's $80,000 or not. Everything, and plus the cars here, they're really good. They diesels. Like I've seen an old school Toyota Helix, like better than a Tacoma.
They got 1940s cars.
It's 40 years old. I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean it's 40 years old? He said, yeah, just change your suspension. I'm like, it runs better than any cars in the States. And the Mercedes-Benz and the BMWs, it's all foreign. It's not made in USA. So
États-Unis said, man.
Yeah, États-Unis, they're killing you slowly with the food, and they're killing your pockets with the bullshit cars. Over here, you buy something, it's gonna oversee its lifespan. You know, so everything, like I said, everything here is good. There's no preservatives or anything, so you get your money's worth. Actually, more than that. You know, and you know. I got one of my friends, he retired down here, and I told him he got an extra 40 years on top of his life when he could have only had 10 in the States.
Wow.
You know, yeah, so it's worth investing in this country. It's worth investing anywhere foreign, that is. I mean, It's not here per se. I mean, you choose at the end of the day. That's why you got to travel while you're young, so by the time you're old, you're at your destination.
Yeah, when you pay voyager, man, I don't know why, man.
And I tell people all the time, like Europe, Africans and all type of Africans. I don't care if you say you're African American or whatever you are, whether you're from the state or the Caribbean. They appreciate you more international than the states. Like you're not. I've never been harassed by any police here. The only time I got pulled over was because I was walking around with a local, and they're like, "Oh, let me see ID," just to make sure the person is not.
The police are nice out here, though.
They
man.
are. You know, they're not trying to get any bribes out of you. I mean, I don't know for other areas, but I'm speaking for Medellin, so. It's not bad. It's actually good, you know. And security is very good. So, and another thing too is like if you wanted to go visit the poor areas, the ghetto, they don't even attack you. They tell the gangs even created a treaty where don't rob any tourists to bring more money into the country. That's what Haiti should be like. What the heck they burning tires, closing down the country when I'm trying to bring money in. Like you know, you don't think every time they plan lands it's bringing money in.
Exactly.
Like come on, you know, when you stop tourists, you stop yourself from eating.
You stop the money coming in the country.
Yeah, and you don't know who might want to invest. You stopping future investors. Over here, it's open for everyone. As soon as you have, you know, you don't start a new life, you have the will, they welcome you with open arms.
Exactly. Be on like I'm married, man. My remember they like I don't like when they discourage the diaspora from either claiming to be Haitian or.
Yeah. Oh, the diasporas?
Yeah.
The wannabes and stuff. Yeah, no, I mean, I'll tell people this, like, move at your own pace. I don't compare myself to anybody. No, my only competition is myself. So I've been traveling since 2016. I mean, after I broke up with my ex, I continued traveling, and I just got out of a relationship recently, and I'm still traveling, and traveling actually helps you heal. So don't be miserable, stay home, you know, like, travel well. You might learn how to heal again.
Alright, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, man. And then here, man, I want you to just share anything with the people, just in terms of traveling or just like being here in general. Also, when they get on people who keep that, you know, just traveling in general. You feel me? So
the way best advice is get out of your comfort. If you're not gonna take the trip, you never learn something new. Like I've had dinners with multi-millionaires. I've had dinner with guys that owns business overseas. I've had dinner with one guy that has a Lamborghini and he's walking outside. He's like, "Hey, you need a ride?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." But it reminds me of California. It's kind of like a Spanish California vibe. Like everybody mingles in the same area, regardless of what kind of class you're in. Everybody gets to a restaurant. So if you want a beer, they're not gonna prioritize the white guy over you. Everybody's on the same page. So it's an even platform. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, man. So attendez, nèg là, man. Vin voyager parce que pas aucun bagage là qui, you know. Man, it's all good here.
Like the only thing that's kind of like that you might have difficulties with is the language, but they ain't willing to like give you the time for you to like get the words out.
Exactly.
So far, my Spanish went from being poquito to you know, poqueño.
There will be like you say, you know, that speak Spanish too.
Yeah, but the thing is, the Spanish here is a lot related towards Spanish. Like the Spanish back home, like you know, like the the Caribbean Spanish is not the same because the Puerto Rican, the Caribbean Spanish is more like street English. You know, like you know, instead of you saying how you doing, you say what's up. It's a little bit different, but. Good thing about here is like, you know, the Spanish is a lot easier. You know, I actually picked up a dictionary book and it's been teaching me like, you know, the name for shoes, zapatos and dogs and other things and stuff. It's easy to learn. So you just if I live here for 6 months, I'll be very fluent. Yeah.
Same. Yeah. And be okay for him.
All right.
All right.